sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I am waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I am waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Y'all punch that like button on your way in the building. Shout out to Scan Dollar, already dropping a donation. Said Tua bullies out in full force today. Penix at 21. We're going to talk about it, man. We're going to knock it out the park. We're going to talk about it. Listen, this stream is being powered by BetUS. The link is in the description of the video. Take advantage of the first deposit, the first 3 deposits, getting a deposit bonus of 125% up to $2,500 on your first 3 deposits on BetUS. BetUS has been a proud sponsor of the channel for a few years now. Shout out to BetUS on their website right now. If you haven't looked at it yet, March Madness has started. Your boy is already in the game. All right. March Madness is already taking off. Some teams have already played, a matter of fact. Some of them have already played, and we're underway. Let me look at my score. I got 11 correct, 4 incorrect already. All right. So hopefully I end up with enough correct at the end to where I can get some of these prizes of over $100,000 in guaranteed prizes. All right. So check out BetUS. Not just that, ladies and gentlemen. It also has the sports book, everything you need in one place, the casino as well. Now, just FYI, I want to do something special for the viewers. The first 5 people to direct message me, DM me on Twitter, Okay, the first 5 people to DM me on Twitter, I'm going to make sure that you get $25 to your BetUS account. All you have to do is go sign up to BetUS, DM me and show me proof that you signed up, and like your sign up ID that they give you, just DM it to me and I'm going to make sure that you get $25 to start out. All right. So just an opportunity for you. If you want to take advantage of it, make sure that you DM me on Twitter. All right. Your sign up, and then I'll make sure that I take care of you for anybody who wants to get in the game with BetUS and play. All right. All right. Now, with that being said, we're going to hear a quick word from our sponsor, and then we're going to go ahead and dive right in.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook and casino. Live betting and racebook. We're celebrating 30 years with a historic offer. A 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started today. BetUS, where the game begins.
BetUS, where the game begins. That's where the game begins, but it's not where it ends. With the Miami Dolphins, man, I gotta say this. I'm sick of it. I'm over it. I'm tired of it. Fans need a reality check. Fans need a reality check. See, there are certain questions that you ask fans and they don't have an answer for. And the sad part about it is, it's not that they don't have an answer for it. They just don't want to answer it because it doesn't fit the narrative that they've been driving for quite some time. Okay. I'm going to ask you all this question. What's best for the Miami Dolphins? What's best for the Miami Dolphins? Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. I'm tired of all of these lying narratives or dismissive narratives, and none of them are taking into consideration what's best for the Miami Dolphins. So I'm going to go over a few of those narratives. And I'm going to give you my take on these narratives because they're arguing points that people sit out here and make to try to give their people that listen to them talking points to come back with people like me on. Like, for instance, the narrative of, why would we want another Tua and Michael Penix Jr.? First of all, nobody's actually even out here truly arguing that Penix isn't another Tua. That shocked me. I would think off rip, they'd be like, "Oh, Tua way better. Penix is trash. This and that, and that." A lot of them not even arguing that Penix is just as good as Tua. Some may say a little things like he's not better, okay, but none of them are truly arguing that. But don't sit out here and spread the false narrative to try to dismiss it by putting in people's head, why would we want another Tua? Or, I'm good with Tua because he's nothing but another Tua, so why would we get him? Klatch mock draft say, the Dolphins need an accurate quarterback who's good at timing. Then why are we trying to get Penix when Tua already does that? Ladies and gentlemen, it's simple. Michael Penix is more mobile than Tua. He's just as accurate as Tua. He has a stronger arm than Tua. He has better downfield accuracy than Tua. But if we were to argue and I was to concede, he's another Tua, right? That's the point. If he is another Tua, do you want to pay one version of him $50 million or the other version $6 million? Make it make sense. Do you want to pay one version of Tua $50 million, or would you like to pay the other same guy $6, $7, $8 million? Because if we had Michael Penix on this team making $6, $7 million, or Tua was still on a rookie deal making $8 million, we might still have Christian Wilkins and Robert Hunt. Because here's the funny part. Even though people say, "Oh, I'm glad we didn't get Christian Wilkins. That would have been an overpay." Let us have had breaking news. The Miami Dolphins made Christian Wilkins the highest paid defensive tackle at $27 million. Those same people would have been going crazy happy. "Oh, we got him. We kept Christian Wilkins." So you're not fooling me. You're not fooling me. So if they're the same guys, common sense. You need to get cheaper so that you can keep trying to figure out the puzzle pieces and have the most talent you can on the roster. Now, let me debunk another little narrative that's out here that's ridiculous. Why would we take Penix at 21 when we need to go in the draft at 21 and get the missing piece? If you think the missing piece is at 21, you have lost your mind. We lost Christian Wilkins, Andrew Van Ginkel, Robert Hunt, and Connor Williams. At 21, you're not getting a missing piece. You're filling a hole that you already had. It's not a missing piece. You couldn't win when you had them all field. And now 21 is supposed to be the missing piece? Like, what I'm talking about, y'all? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. The missing piece. Too many misguided people out here. Number 21st pick is supposed to be the missing piece. If we get a defensive tackle at 21, the odds are they won't be better than Christian Wilkins. Missing piece. We could have brought Christian Wilkins back and it wasn't going to be the missing piece. You get a receiver at 21, it's not the missing piece. You get a center at 21, it's not the missing piece. It ain't doing nothing but replacing a guy you already had. It's not a missing piece. It's a replacement. This team is not ready for the Super Bowl now, just like they weren't last year. Oh, well, injuries happen. Oh, you mean that thing that happens in the game of football called injuries? That can happen every year, and the Miami Dolphins are more susceptible to it because we're the 5th oldest roster in the NFL, and with age comes more possible injuries. And we always sign players that coming fresh off of an injury. So we're banking on what? Staying healthy? Is that the key? When we have one of the highest risk of dealing with injuries of all teams? These narratives. The last narrative I want to address, because there's a lot of them. We're going to start doing debunking narrative sessions, okay? The last one I want to go over that's just ridiculous to me. It's just ridiculous to me. TD, why would you want them to play Tua on his 5th-year option? Why would you force him to do that? Do you realize if he balls out, how much he's going to cost then? Ladies and gentlemen, if right now Tua's worth 50 to 55 million, if he goes out there and balled out this year, how much is the market going to go up to next year? Put a guess in the chat and try to be sensible with your guesses. I'm trying to have a real conversation. How much is it going to go up to? I'm going to take the first answer I got. 62 million, just hypothetically, right? 55 million to 62 million. Bro, you got to sign him for 55 now. Next year's going to be 62. You know what? No, I want to go worse. I want to go worst case scenario to make my point. Let's even go 65 million. Just throw craziness out there. Oh, Tua was balling. See, I told y'all now we got to pay him 65 million. See, I told y'all we should have been signed him. $10 million increase to know you got your guy. $10 million ain't worth finding out. And here's the backside question to debunk this ridiculous narrative. How much would it cost if you find out he ain't the guy and you paid him $55 million? How much would it cost the team if you find out he ain't the guy and you locked him in for a 5-year deal worth $55 million each year? Now, my sensible people, common sense ain't common at all. So those who do have sense in the chat, do you want to spend $10 million more to know you have the guy? Or do you want to risk spending $55 million in general as a risk of finding out he ain't the guy and now you locked in at that amount? It's like the most ridiculous narrative ever. Who cares if the price go out if you find out you got the guy? The real question, the real concern is, what if he turned out not to be? Do you know that the entire amount hurts? See, this is the one question that nobody out here, all my detractors, all my doubters, all my haters, all the people who just disagree with me, okay? This is the one question none of them want to answer. I still ain't heard a normal answer yet. You signed to on a big contract and he's trash this year, then what? Where do the team go from there? I still ain't get one person to answer that question. That's when everybody goes silent. That's when everybody goes silent. They think what they've saw from Tua so far is good enough. Ridiculous. Y'all think it's just coincidence this man can't win in the big games? Well, we got hurt in the back end of the season. All our big games went in the back end of the season. When all of our playoff games, when you played the Eagles, when you played the Bills the first time, when you played the Chiefs. And let me tell you what they do. They try to deflect the real conversation, because I'm having a real conversation right now, and none of them can answer the question of what will we do if they turn out he ain't the guy and you just gave him the big deal. None of them can answer that question. So as soon as I ask that question, they try to deflect, and this is what they do. Oh, so just trade him then. Just trade him then. I ain't say trade him. I said make him play on his 5th-year option. I said go draft insurance and Michael Penix and let him battle it out in camp. And if Tua wins, Tua got the job. And make him play his 5th-year option to find out if he's a dude or not. Oh, all of this negative about what we aren't and how bad we are and the decisions we're making are bad. What's your solution? I don't never hear your solution. Every time I give you one, you try to debunk it because you don't want to hear a solution. Stop lying. Stop acting like you want a solution when you're going to debunk anything that I have to say as far as a solution. Anything that I offer as a solution, you're going to debunk. You're gonna say, no, that ain't gonna work. See, you're more worried about what ain't gonna work instead of trying to help me figure out what would work. Why I can't get people in the chat to say, hey, we should try this too, or maybe that's an option. No. A lot of y'all want to sit here and talk about every suggestion why it won't work. But I can't tell you why Tua won't work. Even though I keep being right every season, at the end of the season, I keep on, like, I'm not in this to have the last laugh, but at the end of every season, I have the last laugh, and I'm not trying to laugh. Every season. Y'all do that every time. Look at the last 2 years. Oh, you got to admit it now, TD. He cooking. We got our guy. And I told you, Lions, Bears, and Browns. Oh, my. Wait till we get to San Francisco. Oh, you a real hater now. Now I know who you are. I don't know why I've been listening to you this long. I said, just be patient and wait. It's about to happen. Yeah, I can't listen to you no more. I realize now you're a real hater. Then it happens. 2 years in a row. We ain't even talk about the first 2 years because that was just a disaster in itself for him. It spoke for itself. At least Tua did enough to fool you for half a season for 2 years in a row. Shout out to the homie Bones. He said, dang, TD, why you always got to be honest? You right, bro. You right. You right. Maybe I should dial it down, lie a little bit, lie a little bit. State Zuda said it just shows how obsessed with the quarterback position you really are. Everybody knows that. It doesn't show. I mean, you act like this is a revelation. Everybody knows for the last 4 years I have been obsessed with one position because it starts and finishes there. I am a believer that it starts and finishes at the quarterback position. It's a team game. Yeah, you got to build a team to complement what your quarterback does well and what he don't do well. It still comes down to the quarterback. That is my philosophical belief in the game of football. Can you make up for the quarterback by having a great defense, a great running game, and all of that? Yes, you could put a great team around them, but it's still about the quarterback because it required you to do that because of what they can't do. This game is all about the quarterback position. I am obsessed about the quarterback position because no matter what puzzle pieces you put around this guy, you're going to end up at the end of the season looking at him. Oh, I wish the guys didn't get hurt that helped carry him. Still about him. When y'all want to say, oh, we had injuries. Do you know the roster Patrick Mahomes dealt with? Oh, TD, stop bringing up Patrick Mahomes. He's one of a kind. Thank you. It's the point I'm making. Like, gosh. Man. Well, Lamar couldn't beat him, and he's dynamic, but Lamar beat us. So we're even that further behind. Josh Allen couldn't beat. Josh Allen beat us. So we're even that further behind. Everybody get mad at me comparing Mahomes when at the end of the day, matter of fact, maybe that's what I need to do. Start talking about Josh Allen and and Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow. Talk about those guys more often to say, as long as Tua can't beat them, it really won't matter in the big games when it matters most. PJ Mack said, your point is finding a quarterback that comes around every 20 years. I see. Okay, I'm glad you said that because I got 400 people watching right now, and this is a huge opportunity for me to clarify what you just said. It's absolutely false. Not coming at you, but you gave me an opportunity to clarify this. We don't have to find the next Mahomes. I'm not saying that we have to find the next Mahomes. Just because it's so hard to find the next Mahomes does not mean that ain't the standard you're looking for. So if I'm looking for Mahomes, right, and I can't find him, I got Tua. I put the puzzle pieces around him while he was on his rookie deal in the perfect situation. He can handle it. He took the Ferrari and crashed it. So I still can't find Mahomes, but that don't mean I gotta stick with the guy who keep driving this Ferrari and can't operate the stick. So how can we get better? Oh, Penix, he's just like Tua though. Yeah, but he'll be cheaper and he'll give us an opportunity to keep on trying to find a puzzle formula that works while we're still looking for a better guy. And hopefully while we're still looking for a better guy, Penix ends up shocking us. Or he doesn't, and we keep looking for a better guy. But I'm not going to go into $50 million with Tua. I'd rather go with $6 million with Penix or JJ McCarthy, any of these guys, and try to figure it out. Because guess what? If Mahomes is here, Pat White is here, Tua is here. But that gap is bigger than it seems. So what I'm saying between this gap, if this is Tua and this is Patrick Mahomes, why are y'all so scared to even find the guy that's here and starting to work the team with the puzzle pieces to see what happens. That's when you get to the guys that actually end up winning a Super Bowl, even though the team carried them. But they played great football. It doesn't have to be Mahomes. But y'all act like there's Tua, there's Mahomes, then Tua. You had an opportunity to at least go pursue Lamar Jackson. You didn't. Is Lamar Jackson an upgrade over Tua? Anybody with common sense will say, yeah. But you didn't want that either. So stop with these narratives that you would take better if it was available when it's not true. You want to live in mediocrity. You want to have the miracle happen of Tua won us a Super Bowl. I told y'all he could. You want us to take 20 years to try to figure it out until it just don't work. You want us to extend every opportunity to prove that it'll work when you could just be moving on to the next possible scenario of working. That's the problem. And that's so Dolphins over the last 25 years. And you wonder why we keep repeating the same cycle over and over and over and over and over and over again. Same boo-boo, different restroom. It looks different this time. It looks different that way this time. Why? Because y'all don't want the best interests of the team. And this ain't everybody, but y'all know who I'm talking to. You don't care about the best interests of the team. You just want to be right. I've been wanting to be wrong. And to prove to you that I've been wanting to be wrong is because I've been right. I've been right. And I don't care that I've been right. I'm mad that I've been right. I want to be wrong. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all come over to the huddle. Me, Dan, and Richie, we about to go live on the huddle at 3 p.m., like literally right now. Thank y'all for coming through. This is TD from TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fans up no matter what. I'll see y'all at the huddle. Peace. I'm out. Oh, wait. Super chats real quick. Come on. Let me hear them lies. Jets, baby. Whatever. Hey, TD, can't wait for another Dolphins collapse next, but I think you should shoulder trade back if you are thinking QB in the first, as long as we get an insurance policy. My question to you, my good people, if Penix is another version of Uno, why not have best of both worlds in December's social experiment if Joe Milton is BPA, or admit to ourselves that number 2 QB backup is unknown? I think I lost you somewhere in there. Why not have best of both worlds in December social experiment? Okay, Joe Milton is better BPA, or admit to ourselves that number 2 QB backup is unknown. I'm down for having best of both worlds though, Cap. If you're talking about bringing both of them in, that's all I'm saying. Have an insurance policy just in case we find out he ain't it. That's all. All right, I got to go over to the stream. Producers keep hitting me up. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all over there soon. Peace. I'm out.